Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cards by Melissa Minor. Today I'm going to be working with the Stamps of Life January Stamp and Die Hard Club. This is called Get Well Bandages. And these are so cute. They've got these two little adorable bandage characters and lots of nice sentiments. And then these are the matching dies that go with it. And then in our club shipment this month, they also sent this little freebie. It is a heart with the year 2024 also included. If you are interested in joining any of the Stamps of Life clubs, I will have a link down below in the description box where you can find out more information. But if you decide to join a club or upgrade your club, if you would please enter code MelissaM, that lets the Stamps of Life know that I referred you. For today's card, I'm going to be using a sketch from Crafty Owl, and this is the sheet load of cards. And I don't know if you've ever seen this, so I will link her video down below in the description box, but every month on the first of the month, Call Me Crafty Owl's YouTube channel post a new sketch. And I love these sketches because not only does she give you a cutting guide for everything, she also shows you what you need to cut multiples. So this shows you how you can get 9 cards out of 3 12x12 pattern pieces of paper and then one 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock and 9 A2 card bases. Now I am going to mix this up just a little bit, but I did start my original card design using this. So all of the pieces are cut to these measurements, except I did omit this circle sentiment here, and you'll see that in just a moment when we get into the card. But I wanted to show you this, so I'm going to set this to the side. And I'm going to bring in the paper that we're using. Have you ever went to Hobby Lobby and you've bought one of these 12x12 pattern paper cardstock big packs? I got this on clearance and I got it a while back, but I have so many of these in my stash and I need to use them up. And so I thought that using the Stamp and Die Hard Club this month was perfect to use this up. I mean, look how wild and bright and vibrant this is. So the page that I'm using, I actually picked out this design, and you'll see we're not going to use a lot of the paper because I'm only going to be cutting off strips in 1.5 increments. So we really don't use a lot of it, but I'm just so excited to start using some of this paper from my stash. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to I've went ahead and cut all of the pieces ahead of time. So let me bring those in. All right, you can see that I have went ahead and stamped and colored one of those adorable little bandages off camera. I've used my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers in doing so. And I also stamped So Sorry You Aren't Feeling Well, and this is from the stamp set. This is from the Get Well Bandages. I've stamped that on this little piece that goes in the corner. And then I've also stamped and cut out Wishing You a Speedy Recovery. And so we have that piece to work with. So this card is going to go together rather quickly. I did add one more piece. I did cut a sheet of black cardstock to mat just behind the pattern paper here, just to let it pop a little bit off the page. I'm going to work a little bit on this white so you can see. So all we're going to do, I want to mention too that this is the cherry cardstock from the Stamps of Life. So to get started, we are going to add these little pieces. And if I'm looking at the cutting guide, you can see these are these pieces right here. And so they are 1.5 by 2 3/4. And then these little squares up here, they are going to be 1.5 by 1.5. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to get them centered on the black mat. And then I'm going to glue those down. So I'm going to do that. And this card is going to go together so quickly. Okay, so we got those two pieces. Let me move that over just a little bit. With this glue, I have just a little bit of time. I love this Nuvo glue because it's not like the art glitter glue. I feel like you have just a little bit of time to move things around. Where with the art glitter glue, like once you glue that down, there's no turning back. You know, and I love these colors. This isn't a typical color maybe that I would send, but, or make a card. But, you know, when someone is sick, I feel like, you know, they really do need they need something bright, something to cheer them up. And so this is the perfect way to do so. Okay, I got those glued down. And so the next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to take this little black strip. And I did go ahead and stamp my sentiment. And then I cut that out. And then I just glued it to that black strip. Okay, so now that just popped right off there. I told you have a little bit of time. You have to really press that down. Let me hold that down for just a moment. Okay. And then I'm going to glue this black piece of cardstock onto my wild paper. And I have that down. And then I'm going to mat that onto the black mat. Now the black mat, again, like I said, that is something that I did add, and it's just a little tiny mat just so that it stands out a little bit on our card base. And then I do want to pop up my little bandage guy. So I'm going to add a little foam tape to the back of my little bandage. So let me get that down. And let's see here. I do want to score my card base first. So let me get that done. So we've got my card base scored. And I'm going to add my card front panel onto the base. And then we are going to add our cute little bandage. So let me get him on here. Her, I guess it's a her. I know I did draw a couple little eyelashes onto the bandage little girl. And I used my white gel pen to add just a little eyeball. So that was a quick card. Now let me bring in another one. I've also made one in a blue color, and I have some others I'm making in some other colors, which I will show at the end of the video. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick process video on how you can use your little bandage and how you can take your sheet load of cards and crank out some Get Well cards to put in your stash. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button to let me know you're new, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.